Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Four Sword Podcast, the 10th episode. 10, Jesus Christ, that's a big number. And it's during E3 week, even though this E3 hasn't been that interesting. Though, I think, to kind of jump the gun a little bit, I think we're all going to say in this podcast, Nintendo definitely won. But we'll explain why throughout. And I do want to make a quick note before I introduce everyone. Our guest Black Wasabi could not make it today. He had some other important stuff that he had to deal with. So we are sad that he's not here, but we appreciate him wanting to come on anyways. So without further ado, today's podcast we have the one, the only, the electric type master with the yellow fucking Bestino electric type Pokemon. We have Luxray Master.
It's your boy Luxray Master here, back in again. We're trying to get into this, y'all. There's a lot of stuff we gotta talk about.
And then we have the voice actor, the man with the deepest voice that could turn even me on. We have the wonderful, the sweet, and the loving. We have the amazing, and also Sonic's sidekick, though in this case he's better than Sonic, Miles per hour.
Hello there, it's Miles per hour, and remember, for those who want to run my Kazuya, I got you. Just you wait.
And we have the wielder of the Monado, the man who could predict the future and has all sorts of skills due to that wonderful sword, and the man who apparently has Kanye West, but still hasn't contacted Kanye West to give me a fucking record deal, Monado Max!
So I noticed you said that, Nintendo probably won E3, but why are we not talking about the Verizon E3 press conference this year?
Listen, because Verizon was forbidden. We were not allowed to talk about that. It was killer, but we can't. It's forbidden. You know this. It's forbidden knowledge for those who weren't invited, who aren't in the know.
I can't believe that was the conference where they announced Goku and Smash. That was strange. That was strange.
Bro. Dude, when they announced Half-Life 3 and 4, I was like, that's crazy.
Bro, they announced Half-Life 3, 4. Bro, didn't you also notice that they also announced Half-Life 3 Episode 1 and 2? They're like, listen, we know we skipped out on a lot. Here's some extra content. They also announced VR Plus. Well, they'll integrate it into your brain and your head. So it's the fullest experience. It's almost like you are actually there. Plus. It's like premium. I am your host, the Sunshine, the rapper, the crazy motherfucking crackhead that people seem to keep around for God knows why. I am Trevor Man 5, and we are discussing E3 today. And to start off, I forget that there was even a PC conference to begin with. I usually consider E3 for consoles. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, this year was just not the best. I think we could just start there. Yeah. The reason we kind of say Nintendo wins, they kind of win by default.
Yeah. With Limited Run coming in second.
Yeah, and Microsoft did a good thing. Microsoft was solid.
The reason why I think Nintendo really won this year is they've always done digital presentations. Yeah. All these companies have not been used to a digital platform.
Yeah.
And I think it was a bunch of them trying to get used to doing things digital instead of live.
Also, I want to point this out too. I'm not a Sony fanboy, but because Sony wasn't there. Because Sony usually knocks it out of the park with their E3 conferences. So the fact that they weren't there this year, I'm pretty sure is the reason why Nintendo won. Because Nintendo usually wins Sony usually wins by default because they usually have the best stuff. They usually save their absolute bangers for E3. So that's why.
So hopefully they have some kind of conference, I don't know, in July, just because they can.
I hope so. I don't have PS5, but I fucking hope so. At least for the PlayStation fanboys.
Yeah.
They did announce Death Stranding this week.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the Spy version.
And they're probably
and they kind of insinuated that there would be a PlayStation event in a few weeks to talk more about Death Stranding.
And probably they'll also announce more games going to PC so the fanboys can lose their absolute shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, let's talk about Nintendo's E3, the definitive winner, with, again, Limited Run being second and Microsoft being third. And let's start with the beginning, with one of the most, I want to say, out of left field Smash Brothers characters revealed, because yeah, you would think it makes sense, but how they introduced it it was like, oh, a Zelda character. No fucking way. It's actually Tekken. Tekken was... No, it's okay. It's okay, Miles. Tekken was very... I think it was out of left field because you think they would have announced it by now. But...
Yeah, because people kind of put Tekken as like a Tekken representation not being in the game anymore because a few characters ago they brought back the Heihachi Mii costume. So everyone was like, I guess that means we're probably not getting any Tekken now. So this really was left field.
So I think since Max kind of just started it, we'll go with Max, Miles, Luxray, and then me in the order. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Max, do you want to continue on?
Yeah. So I will say, like I said, like I was pretty surprised because again the Mii costume. You know, I was like, if Bandai Namco was getting a rep, I kind of thought it was going to be Lloyd Irving. That kind of made the most sense, but I kind of see some people upset with this reveal, and I think it's kind of foolish that people are upset with this.
Yeah.
I guess from their standpoint, they wanted something like really, really big because it was E3. But I think people seem to not realize enough is that Bandai Namco are the developers of this game, and they only have one rep in the game, and that's Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And they should have at least another rep, because like
ridiculous.
Sega has 2, you could consider 3 depending the whole Bayonetta situation, since it's kind of like owned by 2 companies. You also have Capcom, who has 3 characters. Bandai should have at least another rep because all these companies have at least 2 or 3, and it's well deserved for Bandai Namco to be having another character slot on the Smash Bros. Roster.
Oh, I agreed. So, Miles, your thoughts since you are the resident Smash guy.
Yes. I have been waiting for another fighting game character so long, man.
He busted a nut.
Hey man, you got Min Man. That's another fighting character. I'm joking.
Oh yeah. So like, okay. So as y'all could probably tell, I'm a very big fighting game fan, and as soon as I realized that Ganondorf was being watched off a volcano, I exactly knew who it was. Because y'all remember my little fan rule about Mii costumes where like DLC characters can't be private Mii costumes because we already paid for the Mii costumes. That being said, Kazuya was always like the next best thing for Tekken. Like for me, Heihachi, who's arguably the more well-known character of the series, has probably many reasons why he's on Smash. One, his voice actor tragically died. He also played the Japanese Incineroar, but I think they want to pay his respects. Heihachi was in PlayStation All-Stars, and Sakurai just kind of wants to stay away from that and likes the Mii costume. And, you know, I was going on about how Steve was one of the best represented characters in the game, but Kazuya blew me away because he looks like he was ripped straight out of his series. It is perfect. He is perfect, and I am tired of these people just trashing on the traditional fighters. Like, where's all this disrespect coming from? Like, first, remember when Terry got leaked, people were like, oh, literally who? I don't want Hatken in Smash. Hatken? That's Terry Bogard from King of Fighters. You don't disrespect Terry Bogard, and you don't disrespect Kazuya.
Like my copy of Tekken 3 and I are not happy with the disrespect.
Disrespect is random, bro.
Like, Tekken was made to, 1, combat Street Fighter, and to 2, show off the technology of the PlayStation. It is iconic. I get it, Kazuya is not Mario level, obviously, but, you know, he's still incredibly well known for arcade players, and incredibly well known for PlayStation and fighting game fans. And this is just a really good decision, and as Max said, Bandai hasn't been need for a character for a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously, Pac-Man was his first choice. I can't believe anyone will think Pac-Man wasn't going to be Namco's number 1.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, like, imagine choosing Lloyd Irving or Kazuya over Pac-Man for Smash 4. But that said, and also, Lloyd Irving would have been a really good choice too, but I know a lot of people would have grown seeing another anime sword fighter.
Yeah.
And I do like Tales of Symphonia. It's a good game, but like, let's be real. I know a lot of people are tired of it.
Yeah.
And And y'all, for those complaining that we don't see Crash or Master Chief or anyone, we have
Doom
one more
Guy.
character, or Doom Guy. We have one more character, and I think Kazuya's worth the E3 slot.
Oh yeah. Tekken
absolutely.
representation is needed.
Absolutely.
I just it makes sense.
It's crazy, and he's gonna be nasty online. He's
Oh,
gonna be
he is.
nasty online,
That
and
10-hit combo is gonna be
competitively.
fucking spammed.
It's beautiful.
It is. But before we move on to Electra, I do want to say that one, people got upset that it wasn't Doom Guy, even because the fucking YouTubers were like, oh, fucking apparently Nintendo's legal team just leaked that Doom Guy is gonna be the next Smash character. I'm like, are people that dumb to actually believe the leaks instead of seeing it for themselves? Like, why are y'all getting pissed? Come on. That's y'all need to lower your expectations. Don't listen to leak or even YouTubers. Okay, because this is what happens. You get upset. So shut up. And second of all, Tekken makes the most fucking sense. Like I said before, Tekken makes the most sense of having a character in Smash Brothers because Tekken is one of the best fighting games ever out there. It's one of the most notable, out there. Again, I have Tekken 3 on my shelf, and I have a PlayStation Classic. Tekken 3 is on that PlayStation Classic, for a reason. So it makes sense. And I was actually satisfied because it wasn't a sword fighter, but also. It's also from a series that we don't have in Smash Brothers, for an actual character. So Tekken makes the most sense. It feels the most right when it comes to putting in Smash Brothers, because it's a literal fighting game character in another fighting game.
Imagine saying that there's too many fighting game characters in this game. What, all 3 of them? Oh no, we have a 4th. Oh, woe is me. And I don't even buy the whole, there's too many sword fighters. There's not too many sword fighters in this game. They're just really popular to play. That's why I see them all the time.
You can say that there's too many fist fighters. You're gonna say there's too many sword fighters.
I know, right? That's so stupid.
It is. It really is. It really. Then again, it's Smash. No, the fucking fan base is never gonna be happy with a character. Sakurai's always gonna get shit for it.
Always.
Sadly. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to Luxray Master. What are your thoughts, on the Tekken reveal?
So yeah, I Miles and Max had said, and even you, I'm cool with what was his name?
Kazuya.
Kazuya. Okay, yeah. I was afraid I was gonna mess up the name, but yeah.
Same.
So now initially though, I'll be honest. Initially, I was thinking there was gonna be a Tekken character, Heihachi, of course, which I was thinking, but I didn't think about the whole background behind it though. I didn't know about that, but I was thinking he was gonna get in eventually. But since we have Kazuya instead. I feel like I got what I wanted at the same time, because I was expecting it to happen at some point, but I didn't know when. But I will say, it's a really cool addition, and I expected it because, of course, Tekken's, like I said, like everybody else is saying, Tekken is pretty popular and really well known as well with Street Fighter. It's right up there with Street Fighters. So, and for all the people mad about that, it's just I understand everyone has expectations of characters like Crash and Doom Guy and all those other characters in the realm of possibility, but I feel like for a game like Smash, I feel like the second character, it's a given here. So I don't see why people should be super mad. And I've also seen people be mad about how how you might be annoying in the game, which I don't think is really anything to get upset about, especially because and also the fact that people may say there's another character that you have to do combos, that you have to do those thick whatever those combos are. If you can really remember what those are.
Just his strings, his 10 hit combos and all that.
Yeah,
the Dragon Punch combo, I think was one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it was like those combos. Yeah, basically. But so basically, people have problems with that. I feel regardless of any issues there are, people may say, I feel like regardless, he was a good choice, and I think he deserved that spot as a character who comes from a series that's really well known. I feel like any well-known franchise should get some representation, especially for some character, especially from a company that's with Pac-Man, obviously. So. and like I think it's cool that we have him as a character. And then the trailer, I didn't even know what was going on, because like because our friends were kind of talking over each other. So
I guess I want to give you some background. So the Mishima family has a they love pushing their family members down volcanoes. Kazuya's dad Hayachi did it to him. Then Kazuya did it to his dad. Then I think Kazuya tried to do it with Jin. Like, it's just kind of a thing that they love doing. So yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was a bit confused as to what was going, because it looked like, I was like, is this Zelda? Is this some Zelda related? That's what I was saying. The beginning I was like, oh shit, that's Smash.
I was like, it's Smash, but are they announcing a new Zelda character or something? Because I saw Ganondorf.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was just like, yo, okay, this is weird, but yeah. But you know, I think I like the weirdness of Smash reveals, because it's what gives you plenty of possibilities. But yeah, I think that's all I would have to. And like, I think everything. I think, of course, we're gonna get a shit ton of music.
Oh yeah.
And like everything. And I like with the 28th this month, they'll be going over what he can do with the game.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
I do want to touch on one thing you said about people complaining about the combos. I'm like, isn't that the point of a fighting game though? The combos, the mastering the combos, the be the best you can be and beat anyone you can. The point is the combos.
I guess it's just because Smash is the simple fighter, and people just don't want to. People don't want to spend the brain power to use someone like Hayachi. I keep doing that. Kazuya, and Bayonetta and the Shotos.
No, they'd rather spend that 1% of brain power they have complaining about characters online than actually putting in the effort to get good at the characters so they can stop complaining.
But then again, we have people complaining about my boy Banjo being too simple. What is it? What do y'all want?
There's no good medium. There's no good medium. Okay, so going on to me now. I knew it was Smash Bros. Because if you think about it, they always start, especially since whenever a new Smash game does come out, they always start like their presentations, at least their E3 ones, with a new Smash character. Because E3 is always a prime Season 2 reveal one. So I'm not surprised they started out with it, but I legit, as I was saying with Luxray, I was legit thought like, oh, are they really revealing a new Zelda character? Because Ganondorf is fucking dead. So who killed Ganondorf? I was like, oh shit, it's Tekken. I didn't know the dude's name, but I knew it was from Tekken. That's how informed I am, is that even though I didn't know his name, I knew it was from Tekken, because I know Tekken enough. So it's like, I was like, oh shit, Tekken, that makes so much sense. And I thought it was so dope, because it's not a sword fighter, which is nice, because I don't have to hear people fucking complaining about fucking sword fighters for a new character reveal. But also it just made the most sense, and fine. I was happy because Tekken finally gets some representation, some proper representation. Because again, I have the greatest hits version of Tekken 3 on my shelf right now, and I've played that thing. I have beaten it a couple times. That shit is so satisfying to learn the combos in and stuff, and just you know, overpower your opponents and move forward. So because Tekken is a good fighting game, and so the fact that it's now being represented in Smash is just wonderful. And it was, for me, it was out of left field, because I didn't think it would happen, even though it would make the most sense. I didn't think it would happen. So I really appreciate them doing it.
You know, that gives me the idea that Fighters Pass 2 kind of feels like a lot of these characters needed to be in the base game. For example, everyone expected an ARMS character, but it didn't happen in the base game. We got Min Min. You know, everyone talked about Steve. There we go. There's Steve.
Steve was more of a meme, though.
Yeah. Steve, what was it? So Final Fantasy didn't have many music tracks. Lo and behold, we got Sephiroth that gave us that. You know, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was one of the best games for the Switch, but we didn't get a new fighter. Oh, look at that, Pyra/Mythra. And now Namco finally has their second fighter with Kazuya. So it feels like a lot of catch-up, which begs the question, what this last character is going to do. Is it going to be that Gen 8 Pokemon? Because I'm not going to expect something big, because I always keep my expectations low as
you should. As you should.
Mm-hmm. But it could be a Pokemon. It could be something else to, you know, kind of have this completion, this kind of complete feeling with Smash Ultimate, like everything's caught up with current Nintendo.
Like
possibly
the Orange Bandicoot. No matter how much I dislike that, it would make the most sense.
Yeah.
Someone needs to clip this. The last character is going to be Ryu Hayabusa. I'm telling you now. I'm going to put everything on the line that it's Ryu Hayabusa.
I will clip this when I'm editing it, Max. And if it doesn't happen, I'm like, Max, you owe me about $1,000 now. Okay, I'm just saying, bro, because you got it wrong. That's what I'll wager. And if you
money or that YouTube money,
the Max that YouTube money. And if it doesn't happen, I'll just quietly delete the video so I don't owe anyone any fucking money.
I'll do a $5 bet.
Okay, $5 because we're all broke as fuck. Oh my god. But like Miles, you're not wrong though. So I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, that would make the most sense if they did put like Crash Bandicoot or one of the other requested characters that I feel like it belonged in like the base game, or at least maybe in Fighters Pass 1. It does feel like catch up though.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. Though the most out of left field thing I think they would do is actually put Gino in or Waluigi like that. Not even for the meme, just to be like, oh yeah, you think we weren't gonna do this, you little shits? It's like not doing. It's like not doing a Quake fucking review and not mentioning rocket jumping. We're putting one of these two fuckers in.
Yep.
So.
Oh man, that'd be fun.
That would break the internet.
That would.
That would just break the fucking internet. Okay. Moving on to a topic that I am so fucking happy to talk about, that I legit popped up on this topic, but we'll get to me eventually. We're now gonna talk about Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania 20th Anniversary Edition. I pre-ordered this today earlier off of Best Buy. But Max, what do you gotta say about this?
Okay, so I am actually also really excited for this. I've only played one Super Monkey Ball game, and it's not going to be one that people are expecting, but it was the Chuck E. Cheese exclusive game that they had.
Chuck E. Cheese.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
I had so much fun with that. That game was so fun, and I know the other ones are going to be 20 times better than that. When Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz came out a few years ago, was it a few years ago? I don't know.
It came out on the Wii originally.
The re-release of when it came to the Switch.
Yeah, it came out like last year.
When that was announced, I was gonna buy that, but then I was told from many people that game is not that great and you shouldn't buy it. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I don't want my first real experience with the Monkey Ball series being a game that people claim to be bad. So I waited because I felt like they were gonna do something like this in the future, and here we are. And I'm kind of glad I waited. So this is definitely something I'm going to pick up eventually. I don't know about day one, but I think it's really cool that it was a part of the Nintendo presentation, since these games actually started on Nintendo, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the GameCube.
So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know, like poetic in a way. So I really like that.
Yeah. Okay, Miles, what do you gotta say?
You know, all I gotta say is that back when I was young, I had the Super Monkey Ball game on the Wii, and I got really frustrated with it because my balance is horrible.
Same.
So all I gotta say, by the way, Max, I used to hit up those machines at Chuck E. Cheese too. Those were fire. I would always get 1,000 tickets.
Yes.
But with that being said, I'd like to give this a try. Like, you know, if it's on sale or anything, I'd say, hey, I'd like to try some Monkey Ball. So, and it's a cute series, and I'm glad that Sega isn't just focusing on Yakuza or Sonic, because
Thankfully.
Sega has really good IPs.
They do.
So this is a good start to expand more like they should.
I feel like they should make a Nights into Dreams game, sequel, whatever, for the Switch. I feel like that would sell well.
What, you mean Battle in Wonderworld?
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, you mean? Oh, you're talking about the bastardized version of that game? Yeah, definitely. Anyways, yeah, Sega does have a lot of IPs that they should really like try to work on and put on the Switch, because I feel like Sega games do so well on the Switch, which is kind of odd because of the '90s and the rivalry. But Luxray, what are your thoughts on Super Monkey Ball?
the funny thing is, going into this, I thought it was like something for like the Donkey Kong anniversary or something. And I was watching it, and it was like, oh my god, Donkey Kong in space or some shit. And I just saw that character. I was just like, yo, are you serious, man? I feel fucking robbed, bro. Donkey Kong was fucking robbed. I was like, bro, are you serious? Oh my god. Because I really wanted to see Donkey Kong get another game or something. But like, I mean, I don't hate Super Monkey Ball. I was gonna get one of the games before, but I have not. I think Black the Flabby owned it on the game, on the DS, on the 3DS. I think, from what I remember. But like, yeah, it's just, I was just like, yo, I feel robbed of my excitement here. Like, I had a smile on my face, and it just turned fucking into a frown, bro. Like, come on. But like, I'm happy for those who love the series. And Trevor, definitely, bro, I'm happy for you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I am. It's just like this is awesome. And like, I will say, speaking of what Miles Morales said, like, the whole thing with wanting to show off characters from show off Sega's IPs like that is a really cool way to do it. Because I feel like Sega, I feel like they don't really mention anything with some of these IPs anymore.
It's just Sonic and Yakuza, and
really
if you want to
is.
count Bayonetta in it, well, actually, no, Bayonetta never got any love. Where is
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3?
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with that, y'all? What is
Yeah,
up with
right.
that?
1,300 days without
Kamiya and his 3 Bayonetta Funko Pop figures, you little
He knows
trolling
what he's
bitch.
doing.
He does. This motherfucker does. Like, no,
So-
1,300 days
Like-
since Bayonetta 3 was
Oh
announced.
lord.
Jesus Christ.
Oh lord.
Not to mention, Sega has shit like fucking like Seaman, like Echo the Dolphin, Golden Axe. They have so much shit they could fucking turn into a game that, if given the time and love, could work on Switch. So
Give me
yeah,
Billy Hatcher, bro.
exactly.
Billy Hatcher would be cool.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right. But there's something I do want to mention. Like,
What's up?
speaking of like Bayonetta, like, yeah, Bayonetta 3 was definitely something I wanted. I was hoping they would talk about, but nope, they didn't talk about it at all. Nope. But you know what? But of course, as you go down the list, you'll know why it's not as bad. But you'll know why. But like, it's still kind of disappointing to see that anything about that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so my turn. I want to talk about the opening of the trailer, but also I actually want to mention how in the trailer for Smash Brothers, fucking like the last character to be dropped was Kirby, and we just see Kirby flying fucking away. Like, even Sakurai won't kill his mascot.
Yeah, Sakurai will never have his child die like that.
No. Okay, but going to Super Monkey Ball, I love how it's basically parodying the ending of 2001: A Space Odyssey with the music and everything.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Exactly. No, I'm so glad no one else brought it up, and I was the first one to think about it. It is, because with the music and the fact that it's the monkey ball baby, it's the monkey. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? I was so confused, but like, I saw the bananas shit. I'm like, wait, Super Monkey Ball? No, it can't be. It can't. Oh shit, it is. I just love that. I love that homage to it. Just ripping it off basically with 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's just great. But the thing is, I don't have a lot of Monkey Ball experience, but the experience I do have is playing it with friends. My friends, my IRL squad group that I have, my IRL friends, that when we go to each other's houses sometimes, like the ones that do have it, we would play Monkey Ball. I'm terrible at the game, but it's so goddamn fun. Because for me, I get to a point where I'm like, screw it. If I die, I die. I don't care. I just want to get past this level. And the bouncing is just, it's so fun to try not to fall off the cliff. And if you know what you're doing, to just to execute some insane shortcuts that an unskilled person, if they tried it, would just fall off the edge. But if you know what you're doing, you won't fall off the edge. You'll get straight to the finishing goal. It's just, I'm very happy because I don't have to spend $100+ on the GameCube versions to get this, or even 50 whatever on the Xbox 360 version too, because the Xbox 360 also had like a collection, like a remastered port collection or whatever, or just a port collection of the first 3 games, whatever. But like, this is just nice. It's also remastered in HD, and I pre-ordered the physical version today at Best Buy, it comes in a box with like an art book and some other stuff too, which is nice, and it's $40. They're not pulling a Nintendo. It's $40, and I love that.
Yeah, take notes. Nintendo.
I like because Sega.
Yeah.
Because like all their games have become like $40 at launch, and they always include something cool. Like Sonic Colors, for example, has, for whatever reason, a baby Sonic keychain from the movie, and it seems like Sega is gonna continue doing stuff like this, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. But now there's there's debate going on, like, is it a remaster or a remake? Because people are trying to decide like that, and it's just giving me flashbacks to Crash and Insane Trilogy and Spiral Reignited, because those shits are remakes because they were built from the ground up. A remaster implies that they take the original source code and just kind of fix it up a bit and improve it. Remakes are shit from the ground up. Like, so I like it looks like a remaster so far though, like a straight remaster, just like cleaned up and put in HD. But still, nonetheless, and the fact that it's on the Switch, it's gonna sell ball busters on the Switch, because most
I see what you did there. Ball, super monkey ball.
Yeah.
that actually was unintentional.
Stealing my thunder.
That was actually unintentional, but thank you, Max, actually. but it really is, though, because most of the people that I've talked to that played Super Monkey Ball have played it on the GameCube, because that's where like it started. So like, of course, like it's like putting a new Banjo game on the Switch. It'll sell the most because that's the crowd that loves it and remembers it the most. I mean, yeah, putting on PlayStation and Xbox will help too, but Switch will probably be the highest selling SKU in my opinion because of the nostalgia factor alone. So, but I am so excited for these games. These games are so much fun. They're just, and this is actually Sega being like, okay, it's Monkey Ball's 20th anniversary. We're getting some, like, and people are asking us to make a new Monkey Ball game. So let's see how successful it would be if we did put some good Monkey Ball games on the Switch. Let's just port these to Switch. If they sell well, we'll make a new one. It seems like Sega's kind of testing the water with Monkey Ball to see if a brand new game would actually sell well. Not to mention, just to celebrate one of their previously dead franchises because it's not Sonic or Yakuza. Jesus, Sega, change it up. Change it up. Leave Sonic the Christian Whitehead and Sonic Team, please. Y'all need to focus on some other shit like Golden Axe, Night in the Dreams, and if you make something about Balan Wonderland, I will fucking cuckold you, you bastards. Do not. Do not. God, I don't want to talk about that fucking game anymore. But please do something with your other IPs. Please make another Jet Set Radio or Crazy Taxi. Please. Oh god, Jet Set Radio would look fucking amazing. It would be fucking amazing.
I could go for another Crazy Taxi.
Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, like Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi would be great. But still, I am excited for Super Monkey Ball. The original 3 games, plus some extra, like, I think, mini games or whatever, but, like, the original 3 remastered, just... Ah, yes, give me that sweet Banana Mania.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to the next topic. This one... I don't know how to word it. I mean, it was expected, but I don't think it was expected in this sort of way. And that's the I want to say quote unquote new Super Mario Party game that was announced. The Superstars that just reminded me of the collection on the 3DS. So, Max, what do you got to say about that?
I think this new Mario Party game for me, it's exciting because I always hear people talk about how great these old Mario Party games are, and I can some form play these old Mario Party games because I know it takes a lot from like the N64 boards. I know it has a lot of the popular mini games throughout the entire game series, I think is what they said. And I'm pretty excited for this. I also want to say, I think I told you guys this in, I don't think it was an episode privately, but I felt like this whole online update that they added in Super Mario Party, like a month ago, I said I felt like it was a beta test to make sure like their online's going to be good for the next Mario Party game. And it looks like I was correct there, because it looks like this game's going to be pretty focused on online, having a mode where you can just play with randoms, which is pretty unexpected from Nintendo, since, you know, they sometimes don't do that in online games. They'll put one of the things, or like for example, when Mario Maker 2 first came out, you could only play with randoms. You couldn't play with your friends. And then when Mario Party, the free update game, you could play with your friends, but not with random people, like in randoms. So
you mean Mario Maker? You said Mario Party.
Oh yeah, Mario Maker. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I am pretty excited for this. Yeah, I think I'll probably pick this up on day one. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. Like I know when you did talk about that, you kind of had in mind that it would be like Super Mario Party 2 or like a sequel. This isn't a sequel.
Yeah.
It's more of like it's more like a collection of games like on the 3DS that like the 3DS had. So
yeah, it's like a
Done better.
It's like a way better version of the top 100 3DS.
Yeah, but giving us boards, it's almost like that's kind of why
boards.
we play Mario Party.
Yeah, actual boards. So I might actually pick this up too because I don't have Super Mario Party, but I'll talk about that when it's my turn.
Yeah, of course, with more to boot than what we had on Super Mario Party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
Oh yeah. Okay, Miles, your turn. What are your thoughts?
Well, for one thing, this proves that Max has the Monado on him because he definitely looks to the future when it comes to the Mario Online.
What is Kanye West telling you, Max, that he isn't telling us? What is Jesus saying?
It's gonna be in Smash Bros. He did tell me that.
What else is Jesus saying?
This is exciting though. This is really exciting.
It is.
Also, this is a beautiful game. It looks amazing.
It does.
I know that like people admire Super Mario Party for returning back to form, but I know some people don't like how like there's not many boards in that game and stuff. And some mini games people just like. I think the game's fine, but with ours here, like a lot of people are nostalgic for the N64 Mario Party games, especially. Everyone says those are the best, and with more games to boot, like this is gonna be a big success and too much fun to play with my friends, playing with y'all, especially if we stream this. Also, we won't get blisters because Mario Party is notorious for blisters, and I think they will not risk that anymore.
No, watch. They'll later announce that they're releasing a replica N64 controller just for the blisters. No gloves this time.
Oh my lord. Oh, Mario Party hard mode.
Mario Party Blood Oath mode.
Wow.
I know I said I was done talking about, but I just realized they said there's going to be button controls.
Oh yeah, there is.
That's
Nice.
I kind of forgot about that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay, bet.
So, Luxray, what are your thoughts?
Oh, y'all better get ready for this because I'm gonna go into this. I'm going in tonight. Anyways, so of course, with this game, I mean, it was at first I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was basically gonna be because part of me was telling me, is this like DLC for the Super Mario Party? And like it was going back and forth with that, and then the whole minigame collection thing with board collection thing, and then it comes to find out it's basically a whole new game and all that, which is I don't know. It feels weird. It feels weird how they showed it off, like what it was supposed to be. I don't know, because it's like a collection of mini games, but with boards, right? It's just, yeah, it's a big. It feels weird how they introduced that game. It revealed it. It's just really weird, and like they had, like it's like Max said a little bit ago, they just added online. They just added boards to the online thing for Super Mario Party, and they have this game coming out this year. So it was just like, it's just a bit weird because me and Foster's we were talking about that. We're actually talking about that after the conference has ended because like it was just weird and like I don't know, it just gave off some really weird vibes with this. But like, I mean, I'm sure. And I'm glad that they made this game so they can like it feels like a more of an apology for like Super Mario Party, because Super Mario Party was not that good of a Mario Party game, even though they tried their hardest to make it better, but they still kind of ended up failing. But like, I feel like with this game they're gonna try to like do better and to bring in older stuff, because a lot of people liked a lot of the older stuff in Mario Party series.
For good
They
reason.
didn't. Although Mario Party 9 and 10 no one talks about,
Because
but
they
like
suck.
yeah, they don't talk about that, but basically it's just they're trying to like kind of like apologize with this new game and bringing new old mini games and all that, which I think is a good step in the right direction. I will admit. It's just it's weird how they revealed it. That's my only problem with this is how they revealed it. Cause like it was just weird. We didn't, because most of us didn't really know what was going on in that trailer. Like we were thinking it was one or the other, but it's actually the game with all the 100 mini games in the boards. And of course, that being said, I'm excited for there to be more. I'm excited for there to be more than 4 boards. So I'm happy about that. So yeah. Yeah. But that's all I have to say about that game, unless I remember something.
Okay, so I did a pause because I just want to say we're at like 53 minutes of recording right now.
Oh boy, yeah, I thought this was a long one.
Yeah, so we might have to cut some things. Like
That's all right.
so
Yeah.
so I want to vote cutting. I know Isaiah's not gonna like. So the funny thing is with this though is that I actually agree with you, Lux. Is the fact that this is Nintendo apologizing and actually listening to the fans about Mario Party. They're like, okay, we're sorry, Super Mario Party sucked. Here's a better Mario Party game, and it's a collection game. So that kind of says a lot about Super Mario Party. But also, I've never been much of a Mario Party person, but this game does look fun, and like depending on how the reviews are, I'll probably pick it up to play with you guys and my other friends too, because this game actually does look very, very, very fun. And so I might actually pick it up again, depending on the reviews. But I legit, my first thought when I found out it was collection, I'm like, oh, they're basically doing what they did on the 3DS, but this looks better than the 3DS version, so shit. And the fact that it's the N64 board too, I'm like, that was a good choice. That was a good move to do that, to do the N64 boards, because a lot of people love the N64 boards the most, only to be rivaled by the GameCube boards. So that was a good move right there. But yeah, definitely looks interesting. Definitely looks better than Super Mario Party. I will never buy Super Mario Party. Never. Nintendo will never get my money off that. Kind of like they'll never get my money off of 1-2 Switch. Like, yeah, no, not that game either.
Why was that not a pack-in item?
It should have been. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Oh, the next one. Oh my god, I know Miles and I are gonna pop off on this one. It's Metroid Dread. So, Miles, you and I have to wait. Max, what are your thoughts on Metroid 5, Metroid Dread?
This is absolutely awesome. Just for the fact that this was a canceled game and brought back from the dead.
Oh yeah, they talked about the development history. That was just amazing. Like,
the amount of people I saw talk about this, I think is insane. I really hope this sells well. I hope these people that have been pushing for a Metroid game for the Switch, for Metroid to come back, I swear I better see you at GameStop day one, because you asked for this. And if you don't pick this up, this is your fault if this game doesn't sell well. You asked for it, and it's the future of the other Nintendo franchises coming back from the dead kind of relies on the Metroid series, because this is a series people have been asking for to come back for years. Now we're finally getting a new 2D Metroid game. I know we had the remake on the 3DS.
Oh yeah.
That didn't really sell well because it came out when the Switch just came out, and people were like, well, we wanted this on the Switch.
Yeah.
So you got what you want. You better buy this. This better not be like a Kid Icarus Uprising situation where you guys begged for Kid Icarus to come out and then you didn't buy the game.
No, exactly.
Because I'm gonna go in on these people if I find out this game sells awful.
I also just want to mention real quick, it's rated T for teen. It's a T-rated game.
Aren't all the Prime games rated T?
I think they're rated E10 plus. I could be wrong, but I know a lot of the Metroid 2D games were like probably E10, but like this is rated teen.
It looks like it's taken like a darker route, judging from the first trailer. Like I'm pretty pumped for this. I've only played one Metroid game, and that's the Metroid Fusion series, or the series,
the
just
Prime,
that game.
Oh, that game, okay, yeah.
And I thought that was fun, and I know this is a continuation off Metroid Fusion.
Yeah.
And the fact that this was announced today and that we're getting it in literally less than 4 months mind blows me, because I was expecting to be like, okay, this is coming out in 2022. No way it's coming out this year. Boom. Release
This
date
year.
October 2nd or 4th?
It's
I don't
October 8th. Because I literally just pre-ordered it off of
October.
Amazon, so that's how I know. That's how
Oh,
I
wait,
know.
did it go live? Oh,
It
crap, I
went
missed
live on Amazon. Yeah, I pre-ordered the physical copy. So October 8th.
And then
Yeah.
what I thought was so random is in this presentation, they announced the game, but what they didn't announce is that there's a special edition of the game.
Yes.
You would have thought that would have been nice to maybe bring up in the direct.
Exactly.
But this special edition, it looks amazing. It's coming with an art book, a steel book, postcards, I think is what I saw.
Like art cards.
Art cards. Oh,
Yeah, art cards,
Still,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Like
I am so excited for this game.
I would have gotten I would get the special edition if it came with a soundtrack. Since it's not, I'm not gonna get it. That's my only gripe with it, is that it's not coming with a soundtrack. Because Nintendo soundtracks are so hard to get. Like
Especially like, Metroid's soundtrack is so freaking good.
It's
I
so
bet this soundtrack
atmospheric.
is gonna be amazing.
they're always so
Yeah.
atmospheric. But yeah, so that's why I'm not getting it. I just pre-ordered the regular edition. But like, holy shit. But okay. Miles, what do you gotta say about this?
Don't go on a tangent, bro.
Yes! Yes!
You got
yes!
a time
Yes! 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 Okay.
He busted a nut.
So, okay. Now, these guys at Nintendo, they were smart. They were like, Metroid Prime 4 still needs a lot more development time, But so they said, let's have something to tide us over. But they went so hard by giving us the fifth game in the 2D Metroid game series. This is amazing, and dude, it took everything from Samus Returns, and they're adding more to it. She can hit things with her blaster. She can slide, and she's getting chased by this thing called the EMMI. It's like the SAX, but a robot. This is so good looking. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're getting another Metroid game, and it is coming out in 4 months. This is perfection! I can't believe this is the best way to hold someone over while you're waiting for another game!
Jesus.
Oh,
I better see you at GameStop day one. Better see you.
Jesus.
I better see you at GameStop day one picking up this game, Miles.
Bro, I'm calling the sperm bank with how much Miles is busting right now.
dude, I just can't believe they did this, because Metroid Dread, as you said, was canceled. They brought it back to life, and the fact that they called this official game Metroid Dread is so vindicating. It's like if we got, remember the fan names for the Diamond and Pearl remakes, like Pokemon Temporal Diamond and Spatial Pearl? Yeah. It's like if that actually happened.
Oh, yeah.
It just feels so good. Samus's new suit looks great. This is a continuation, and the Metroid timeline, Metroid. Okay, so I see Metroid as Nintendo, and I'm talking main Nintendo, no Game Freak, no HAL Laboratory, as Nintendo's big number 3 or 4. It depends on how you count Donkey Kong in there. Some people like to count it as separate. Some people like to count it as Mario, but that's not the point. Point is, Metroid deserves to be at that level. It's Nintendo's most down-to-earth, even though you're not on Earth, game. It's Nintendo's most mature franchise, and it needs all the respect it can get. The fact that it never got a Wii U game is baffling on its own part. Granted, we know the Wii was a failure, but come
Or an
on,
N64
we could have
game.
got something. The N64 thing was.
Yeah.
I know that they tried to make something there, didn't work out.
Yeah.
There's
But,
one
you
thing
know,
I want to
still-
bring up that you're talking about the name before we move on from that.
Yeah.
I just want to say this is one thing I really liked about the trailer, and this is just a minor detail. I like how the beginning they say Metroid 5, and then later on say Metroid Dread, because only the hardcore Metroid fans are gonna realize, because of the game's cancellation, the game's continuation. I think that's a really cool detail
Yeah.
to say in the beginning of the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, it's just if the Switch has such a big install base, so there's so much potential for Metroid to become this big thing again. And I just, there's nothing that feels so much more better than that. But I think that's all I'll say. Oh, one more thing. For those who are also ill-informed, like the girl on that one video I saw where I mentioned
oh
that.
my god, Miles, you read my mind. You read my mind.
So I'm gonna make this quick. This girl didn't like this E3 event, one, because she didn't know who Kazuya was, but second, because she said, it's cool that they have a Metroid 5, but why are they skipping it when they still didn't make the fourth one? Y'all, Metroid Prime is a spin-off of the main Metroid games. Metroid Prime 4 is the fourth Prime game. Dread is the fifth mainline game.
Fusion is the fourth game.
Do your research, please.
Do that research,
please.
That person probably is like Shin Megami Tensei is a Persona spinoff. I bet
now that I mentioned, she said Metroid, not Metroid. Like, honey.
It's like my friend calls it Meteoroid.
No, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
Yo, you gotta talk.
We're gonna talk. Yeah, no.
Shit.
Okay, Luxray, your thoughts.
Now, honestly, I'm happy about this because knowing that they've been working hard to make Prime 4 a thing, and ever since hearing the news about them having to switch gears here because things were working or whatever that was going on at the time. I think we talked about that before.
Yeah, we did.
But and it's just like I'm glad they have something else on the table, something else there for us to hold us over. At least another Metroid game, because I know Metroid is one of those games that we've mentioned that the games Prime 4 being one of the games being delayed and all that, and I think most fans are happy that there's finally something that Nintendo's doing. Basically, that meaning them bringing back franchises that don't really have too many games like that, and I think as this game and another game later on in this podcast come up, of course, there'll be more. This is a step in the right direction as to bringing games that haven't been heard of for so long and stuff like that. And I think Nintendo is finally listening to the fans and trying to pay attention to franchises that don't get too much love. So this is definitely a good step in the right direction, and I think we should continue to keep telling them, hey, Nintendo, y'all gotta give a shit about these other. Y'all gotta do something with these other franchises you have here.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to do something with that, y'all. But yeah, that's all from me on that one.
Okay, so going with me, the piggyback off what Miles said about that one girl, my friend Dennis, because I was in a voice call with one of my IRL friends when this was going on. He legit said, bro, they skipped 4 and went straight to 5 for Metroid. I'm like, Dennis, you dumbass. That's Prime 4. This is Metroid 5. I explained to him why there's a difference. Jesus Christ.
Who's Nintendo? Apple? Come on.
Come on. Anyways, also, I want to talk about the name, Dread, and how that fits Metroid so fucking well with Metroid's isolated atmosphere, how you're alone exploring and on adventures, but they're basically adventures of mortality because you could die. You're isolated, you're alone, you're in space where no one can hear you scream. It's scary, atmospheric, and it just makes you feel alone, which is why you gotta get shit done. Dread fits the theme of Metroid so well. It's such a perfect name for Metroid, for a Metroid game. Okay, so that was just hitting the nail on the head right there with just the naming alone. Metroid Dread slips off the tongue so well. Okay,
bless you, Nintendo.
Bless you. But also, I want to mention how they basically they mentioned when they did the video of the development history, they got the people who worked on Samus's Return for the 3DS to help them with that because they understood Metroid and how it worked so well. So they literally had that company, I forget what the company was, but they literally had them help develop the game. And apparently the 3DS remake of Metroid 2 is really good. So I have faith that Metroid 5 is good. I mean, hell, I just pre-ordered it off of Amazon. So, duh. But I also pre-ordered it because I want Metroid to come back in a big way. not just with Prime, but also this. I want to help show Nintendo that this franchise can be lucrative. It can be lucrative. You can make money off it. You don't need. It can become a Mario and a Zelda, because even though it's in one of like the top 5 of Nintendo franchises, it's not treated like that. It's not treated like, again, a game was skipped out on the Wii U and the N64. And so like even if it wasn't Nintendo's fault, Nintendo doesn't make that many Metroid games anyways as of lately. I mean, we had Prime 4 delayed. Metroid barely had any games on the 3DS. Had like 2, which I'm pretty sure was Federation Force and the Metroid 2 remake. Like, and the Wii only had like 2, which was Metroid Prime 3 and then Metroid that
Other M.
Yeah, Other M.
Game of all time.
Oh yes, the one that devalued Samus's character as a strong-willed, independent woman of a bounty hunter and made her a fucking. Anyway. But so that, like, they need to make more Metroid games, because Metroid game is one of their more mature series, even though it's not rated M, like kind of like Eternal Darkness. But like still, it's one of their more mature series. Like, and it was one of their first series to have a female protagonist too. That you found out if you beat the game within a certain time period. You get to see her unlock, take off all her armor, and like find out it's a woman. So fucking fat. So that's one of the best milestones. But like, also, we haven't gotten an actual new 2D Metroid game since Fusion on the Game Boy Advance. I'm not counting the remake of 2 because it's a remake of 2. Like, I'm talking about a brand new, from the ground up 2D game, and this is just, the Switch is the perfect console to put Metroid 5 on. It looks so damn good, so damn atmospheric, and like the shit that they added to it just makes it, oh my god. Oh.
I have to say, Trevor, much respect for you pre-ordering the game and not being like one of these people that have been begging for this to come back and then not buy the game after all. Like,
oh, exactly.
There's gonna be so many people. That's why, like, bro, don't even get me started with those people. I already ranted on them once. I'm not gonna do it twice.
Legit, like, I'm not even the biggest Metroid fan, but like this shit looks so good, and I understand how important and valuable Metroid is. So of course I'm gonna buy it, because I'm also gonna play it. Hell, I'm gonna buy Metroid Prime 4 when it comes out. But like, I want to show Nintendo that it makes sense. Also, I want to talk about how when they were talking about it, when he said, while we're still working on Metroid Prime 4, we do have something new to show you. I'm like, wait, are they actually porting the Prime trilogy to fucking Switch? Because they mentioned 4, so I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's the Prime trilogy. Nope, something that's way better. Something that's just way fucking better. It's Metroid.
Yeah,
5.
they kind of insinuated that was going to be Metroid Prime trilogy that was going to be announced today. Now that you say that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not the only one. That's literally what my thought process went to. But then I'm like, wait, it's Metroid 5? Oh yeah. Shit! Like I didn't pop off as hard as Super Monkey Ball. Super Monkey Ball was the thing I popped off the hardest at. I'm not gonna lie. But this I still popped off at. I'm not like it's dope. It's great. Okay. So, moving on to the next game that I know Miles definitely popped off for, not just for Metroid. Cause damn, I was like, damn, Nintendo really is, they're really reaching into their nostalgia bag for older franchises that they haven't really touched on in a while. A new WarioWare game. So, Max, your thoughts, sir?
So, this was something that really threw me off. I know a lot of people were predicting this because a few weeks ago, Nintendo did a survey asking if you would pay $50 for a brand new WarioWare game. And lo and behold, here it is, and it's actually a $50 game, surprisingly. I'm surprised they didn't try to do $60. But anyways, this was very unexpected. I'm very happy for the WarioWare fans. I'm actually pretty excited to try this series because I have never played a WarioWare game. And this looks like the one in the right direction. To be honest with you, I kind of wish it was a WarioWare Gold coming to the Switch, because that came out in the 3DS. And my understanding with WarioWare Gold, that's more of, like, it has a lot of the popular games from all the WarioWare games. And that seemed like really cool. Basically, it was like the Mario Party top 100 of the WarioWare series.
Good.
And I didn't pick that up because it was around the time when the Switch just came out, so I was like, I don't really want to use my 3DS anymore. But either way, I'm really excited for this, and this is another thing that unexpectedly is coming out in 3 months. So like it just goes to show like Nintendo is holding out on a lot of stuff, and I just can't wait for next year, because this year has already been great. If we look at their release lineup so far for this year, it's one of their best years, and yeah, I absolutely love this.
Okay, Miles, your thoughts?
So I've already been dried up, so I'm just gonna be nice and happy. You know, it's funny, we have our scrap video on the dead franchises, and of course Wario was one of my choices. And you know, lo and behold, we got a new WarioWare game. That's perfect.
So
right
if we do the episode again, you're gonna have to change that entry.
You know
Yeah.
what? What if it was the gods of the recordings that was telling us that recording needed to be messed up because
You know
a
what?
new WarioWare was coming out?
You know what? I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised. But honestly, there's not too much to say about Get It Together. Because, you know, all the WarioWare games, you know, had that zany sense of humor. You got to be fast with playing these games.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, it's just that with the series, they had like a lot of interesting character designs. It's funny how like they didn't take advantage of all these character differences until now. You know, Wario has a shoulder charge, while Ashley can float on her broomstick, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, I'd like to see some kind of, you know, doubles competitive stuff with this game. It's gonna be real entertaining to see.
I did laugh at some of the designs of the like the anime-esque designs of the characters. When like that
Yeah.
one dude, like his ice cream fell off, and he looked like you just murdered his whole entire family. He's like what the fuck? I'm not gonna
Like,
lie.
Like those games are.
Oh yeah.
Like I think the way WarioWare Get It Together.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Okay. Luxray, what are your thoughts?
Like said, this does take back to what Miles said a while back in that video that was cut, and like the video that was like, you know, not made and all that, and like it's really ironic that he mentioned that and it just happened. So, and like again, this is another game, yeah, like that. I never seen the light of day in like a long time, and like again, this is another step in the right direction. Like I was talking about with Metroid. They're a step in the right direction here, and I really hope if we can support these games that when they come out, Nintendo will continue to do more of that to show that they are listening. And I think by them talking about this game, Metroid, and another one, that shows that, you know, they care. Like they show that they're listening. So this is a good step in the right direction, like I said. And I think, and this is really cool because I know quite a bit of people like the WarioWare series. Hopefully they'll add some cool stuff to this later on down the road too. Hopefully maybe something with Waluigi or something. I don't know. Although Waluigi is his own thing or something like that, but like it'll be cool. I kind of like this if it ever happened to. It'd be really cool to see if we can get like Waluigi in WarioWare one day or something like that. Because like, come on. Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to see.
Maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. So I'm gonna keep mine short too, because I haven't really played a lot of WarioWare games and that stuff, so I don't have a lot of experience with it. But I'm glad Nintendo's actually reaching into their lucrative IPs selection of IPs and pulling out WarioWare. Because I'm sorry, WarioWare, like the Wario games are perfect for Switch, not because of just like WarioWare is just good in general, but because of the portability and the touchscreen, so you can have like a lot of innovative mini games. And like WarioWare is like the personification of quick games on the go. It really is. So like having it on for the Switch, and so like, oh, you can finish one mini game. Oh, you gotta go to your meeting. Well, then just turn the Switch off and boom, you can resume when you're done. So I'm glad that Nintendo actually made a new WarioWare for a game for the Switch, because it seemed like it would be stupid if they didn't. I'm not gonna lie. It would seem like it would be very stupid. So yeah, like I for people like Miles who love WarioWare, I'm very happy for you guys. I might even pick it up if the reviews are good at least too.
Thank you.
Welcome. So this is gonna be a short one, like that we all agreed on, because we talked about it beforehand, and it's just nice that we got like a nice in-depth trailer for it. But Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm not going to talk about this because I don't really play the Shin Megami Tensei or the Persona games, so...
Same here.
Yeah.
I mean, although I played Persona before, but I'm not talking about this.
Okay, so... Max, do you want to talk about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I am actually pretty excited for this. I'm hoping to beat Nocturne HD before this comes out. This game looks exciting. This looks like, if you look at the graphics, I'm gonna be honest, this looks like one of the best graphic games for the Switch in terms of like graphically. Like, it looks really good for a Switch game. It's interestingly enough coming out a week before Pokemon, and I hope that doesn't like ruin the sales of that game. But overall, the game looks great. I'm glad that people know what the release date is. I'm glad that people are finally getting the game, since that game was the last Nintendo Switch presentation game to not come out yet. So
Exactly.
it's great to have it, and I'm very happy for the fans.
Yeah, I was very happy. I was very relieved that I'm not a Shimigami person, but I was very relieved that they finally gave it a release date. I'm like, there we go, marking another one off the list of the 2017 presentation games. Here we go. So, Miles, do you have anything to say?
I'll just keep it quick. Like a lot of people, I've started with this franchise with Persona 5 specifically. And, so Persona and Shin Megami Tensei share monster design. So, I feel like if a lot of people want Persona 5 to come to Switch, we should support Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yeah.
It looks great. It looks beautiful.
It does.
I definitely would want to give it a try. Also, play Persona 4, all of you, please. It's on PC, and it's fantastic. So good.
Okay.
Good thought.
So, I don't know if we're going to want to make this one another short one, but Advance Wars. So, I just want to mention real quick, because I just saw this on Twitter. It's being developed by WayForward.
Yep.
The people who make Shantae. So that was interesting. So, Max, do you want to say anything about it?
Yes, I have a lot to say about this.
Okay.
I don't.
So, Advance Wars.
So we'll skip you, Lux.
This is completely random, completely unexpected. It's great to see this to come back. I will say, this might be stupid of me, but when the trailer was first starting, there was a sound effect that was going, and I honestly thought it was a Kirby game about to be announced, because it sounds like Kirby flying, like, when he jumps. That sound effect sounded very interesting. If you guys haven't seen the trailer, now that I'm telling you this, go watch it again, and do not tell me that does not sound like Kirby, because I thought we were getting a Kirby game. But either way, this is really cool, and this is the right direction for the series.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're bringing back the first two games, and pretty much would you call this a remake, I guess?
Honestly, yeah, I think it's a remake, to be honest. It looks like from the ground up.
Yeah.
And I find it very interesting that Nintendo chose WayForward, of all people, to work on this. I was surprised by that. The only disappointing thing I have, and I'm actually pretty disappointed with this, and I feel like this is going to reflect on the sales pretty bad. This is a $60 game. I just saw it on the eShop. I feel like for something like this should be something like 40 to 50. Like,
yeah.
I know that's not like I feel like this could sell really bad. And if Nintendo wants this to be a series that comes back from the dead, they need to price it right, because from a trailer like that, from an outside perspective that no one would know anything about the series, that doesn't look like a $60 game.
It does.
If you don't know anything about it,
yeah,
that really doesn't look like a $60 game.
Especially because it's basically a remake of GBA games.
Yes, and if people find out that it's developed by WayForward, they're going to instantly think that this is a $60 indie game, which a lot of people don't realize that it's a Nintendo property.
Yeah.
But I think this is great. I'm definitely going to eventually pick this up. I'm not picking it up day one, because I just think that $60 price tag is just too much for something like that.
Yeah. Also, I also want to say, I feel like this is Nintendo's way of saying, listen, we know we gave you Bakugan. We're sorry. Take Advance Wars. Here's our apology for Bakugan.
Yeah, fuck Bakugan. Anyway.
Okay, so we're gonna skip Lux, because he said he doesn't have anything to say about Advance Wars, unless you do want to want something.
Okay, one thing, to the game that it was took it a while. Decided to bring it back, step in the right direction, did it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so short sweet. Okay, so Miles.
That I think that this game actually happening is a really big deal. Because like I said, this was a dormant franchise for a long time, and we haven't seen anything in the Advance Wars series ever since the DS in 2008. So yeah, if we support this game, this will not only look good on WayForward, but look good on Nintendo for saying, hey, we're finally resurrecting our franchise. Maybe some old franchises would come back, like F-Zero. Yeah. Also, this is also like supposed to be Fire Emblem's sister series.
Yeah.
So if you like Fire Emblem, you will like Advance Wars. That's all I will say.
Miles, what's your thoughts on the price tag? I'm just curious if you think it should be 60.
The 60 is asking too much. 50 would have been fine, but I'm not Nintendo.
Okay, so my thing is gonna be short and sweet and simple. Is that support this fucking game. I'm not a tactics kind of person. I've never played it, but I have heard how good it is. And Nintendo needs to start resurrecting their old dead franchises. And this E3 Direct presentation is a step in the right direction for a lot of that shit. So please support it. Like, I'll probably get it if it ever goes on discount good enough. But like, for those of you who want to play it, get it, please. Please. Hell, buy it for your friends that are thinking about it but don't want to spend 60. Buy it for them. I promise you, it'll work out in the end if you do that. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Essentially, buy at least one of Metroid Dread, WarioWare, or this Advance Wars game that's coming out. If you want to see more Dead franchises become a normal thing for Nintendo. You don't have to buy all three, but at least buy one to show the interest of these older franchises.
And that one, I think, should be Metroid, to be honest. But like, if you're gonna buy two,
I agree.
If you're gonna buy two, make it Advance Wars. I feel like, if anything, like WarioWare has a better chance of making it out like with bad sales than Metroid and fucking Advance Wars. Okay, so this is one I'm probably gonna be short and sweet about when it comes to my turn because I haven't played the first one, but the second one was one that was fucking leaked by Nintendo themselves on their website, and they said, "Fuck it, let's just keep it on." Mario & Rabbids 2. Max, what do you got to say? Because you definitely talked about this in our predictions episode.
Yes. Okay, I am a big Mario and Rabbids fan. I know a lot of people hate the Rabbids, rightfully so. They took the head over. It's time to kill the Rabbids, honestly.
Rabbids 2 was good. Rabbids 2 was a good game. I'm just saying that.
And a lot of people, I feel like, show too much hate to this game. My friends that I didn't watch it with them, but I saw the reaction to it. They're like, "Oh, Rabbids, okay, they're instantly not going to play it because they had Rabbids in it." Because, well, the Rabbids are basically the video game version of the Minions, although they're actually the original version of the Minions, if you want to be all...
Yeah, technical about it, they are.
Yeah, but I just want to say, if you are one of those people that are not playing this game because it has the Rabbids, I highly encourage you guys to pick this game up, at least the first one. It literally went on sale on Ubisoft's website last week for $5. This game, the first one, is worth the $5, and the fact that we're getting a sequel makes me so excited. The fact there's a Luma Rabbit, I was not expecting that. If you're one of those people that's like, we need Mario Galaxy 3, I guess in some forms you could call this Mario Galaxy 3, since it looks like it's going to be focusing on the Galaxy side pretty frequently. And it looks like we're getting a lot more characters from the Rabbids to like Mario form, which is going to be really interesting.
Red Sunshine too.
They kind of insinuated that there's going to be a Bowser Rabbit, which is going to be pretty crazy. But this game's coming out next year. This is a day one buy for me because the first game is so good, and the second game is going to be even better. Because seeing the director at the Ubisoft press conference cry before, that just shows how much heart there is in this game, how great this game is. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop promoting this game so much, but go buy it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh, was Isaiah, want to say something?
No. Just something small. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, Rabbids, I'm okay with it. Okay, as someone who has played Ray Rabbids games before, like Ray Rabbids 2, everything was good until after, until after Rabbids 2. I'll be honest. Like the first one was good. The first one I didn't like it. Second one was baller, but all those other games, nah. But like I'll be honest. I'm okay with like Mario and Rabbids a little bit. I mean, I might get it because it's on the eShop for $14 for the gold edition. Because I'm about to cop that shit.
Oh shit, yeah, I probably should too, or at least get a physical copy. But yeah. So, Miles, your thoughts?
It's funny. I hear nothing but good things about Mario plus Rabbids, and the fact that it's on sale all the time, it's funny that I just haven't got it yet. And you
will not regret it if you pick up this game. I'm just saying.
Fair enough. I also love how like Ubisoft is so passionate about this project, and that they're basically just gonna make a new franchise with Mario plus Rabbids. I do wish that Mario will branch out to more crossovers, like with Sonic, but like the sense of humor that they have with the Rabbids is a breath of fresh air, and the tactical style is cool too. So like, I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, I'll definitely try the first one out. Probably after I get paid, because I'm not good at saving money. But that's not the point.
Yo,
the point is, I will definitely get to it eventually. Probably sooner rather than later.
So for me, I'm gonna make it short too, but I do want to say, while I don't find the Rabbids annoying, I want them to bring back Rayman. Please bring back that platformer, guys. Come on, please, Ubisoft.
It annoys me so much that people don't realize that the Rabbids is a Rayman character. Like,
yeah, exactly. Fucking Jesus. But yeah, other than that, but like, it looks interesting. But I am actually going to at some point pick up the first game because it does look fun, and I'm not even a tactical person, but like a tactical like RPG type person, but it does look fun. And the fact that it's constantly on sale is just like, why not? But definitely, it definitely looks like a game to pick up. Like if you love the first one, because it looks like it's not a cash grab or anything. Because like again, like Max mentioned, like the creator of this game, when it was first announced, when the first game was announced, he cried. It shows that it's a passion project. It's with a lot of love and labor and love put into it. So I think it's a good sequel. I think it made sense because the game probably sold so very well.
Facts.
So the final one. The big one, the one we were all hoping that they would talk about, and they did. They psyched us out because they mentioned fucking Skyward Sword again, and then a Game & Watch Zelda that I'm going to fucking get, unlike the Mario one, because that one looks so much better. And then they were like, oh, this is our one last thing, and it looks beautiful. Breath of the Wild 2. We got actual gameplay footage this fucking time, and Jesus Christ. Whew. Okay, Max, your thoughts?
I have to say, Nintendo really scared me because they were like,
same.
We're gonna show one last thing, and the thing they instantly showed was Hyrule Warriors DLC. I was like, are you kidding me? This cannot be the last thing.
Oh yeah, they did that.
And then they finally were like, this is actually Breath of the Wild is the last thing. I gotta say that was kind of funny, but this game looks awesome. I want to say that my friend Itachi Cosplays really predicted this game exactly. He said that this game was going to take place in the air a lot, and that he felt like the Loftlings would be returning. Because while that part's not confirmed, I feel like he's on to something.
Especially because of the beginning of the trailer.
Yeah, and that's why there's a Loftwing amiibo, and they want to. Yeah, but either way, this game looks absolutely amazing. I was one of those people that was saying it's gonna come out in 2021. I am so confident it's coming out in 2021.
No, you were wrong.
I was wrong. The Monado failed me this time. But I feel like this game's coming out in early 2022, just for the fact that they showed gameplay.
Yeah.
Nintendo usually doesn't show gameplay unless it's for something that's coming out relatively soon.
Yeah.
And I think this is coming out soon in 2022. I'm pumped for this game. This is a day one buy. I'm happy that we finally saw gameplay. We know that this game is doing well in development, because I know some people were like, is this game really doing well in development? Because we haven't heard about it since really 2019 at E3. And it's just great to finally hear something, unlike Bayonetta 3, where those guys are still waiting since 2017 for Bayonetta 3 news. I'm very pumped for that game. No, I'm very pumped.
Miles, your thoughts?
Honestly, I don't actually have too much to say. For one thing, Max basically articulated it as best as I could. But really, game looks gorgeous, looks like a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see what happens in the story and everything. I know a lot of people expected playable Zelda, but I guess that's not happening unless it's like a post-game thing. But overall, I'm just excited to explore this new Skyworld. And other than that, yeah, like, I think that Nintendo delivered well on Breath of the Wild 2 news.
Oh yeah. So, Luxray, your thoughts?
Yeah. Pardon all that, because me being salty to Bayonetta didn't get anything. Bayonetta 3 didn't get any gameplay or anything like that.
We
But
all
anyways,
salty about the witch being not in there. We're all salty, to be honest.
yeah. But like, yeah. So with this, I'm happy. I basically knew this. They were gonna at least show something, because like, y'all, 2019, like the ton of time they haven't said anything. They need to say something, because like, if they weren't, a lot of people were gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah.
But like, cause it's just like, like I said before, like, if they're delaying these games, they need to at least say something later on. At least find time to say something, so people know about this game's existence, continuing to know their existence. But I'm happy that this game, has gotten some, some gameplay footage, at least something. But like, when I saw this, my kind of started to tear up when I saw Zelda fall like that. I'm like, oh my god, like, this is really taking that turn, which it pulled me.
Oh yeah.
And so it pulled me and all that. So like, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, Link's outfit looks cool. It looks kind of weird. I don't know. It looks a little bit weird, but I guess you have to see it firsthand when it first comes out, of course.
Yeah.
Because to make it make sense, because the way it looks from the back is just weird. But to me, probably from my eyes, but like, y'all probably asking me in the comments, yeah, Lux, you need to get some new glasses. I mean, no, it just looks weird from the back. I probably had to see it fully when we get more scene of the design and all that. But anyways, yeah, this game, I feel like this game's definitely gonna be on top. I'm definitely gonna get day one.
Oh yeah.
It's just it's just that beautiful. It's just that beautiful. And again, like I said, this is like one of the games out there that as no one have not talked about in a hot minute. And like I said, for all the other games. So hopefully this is something, and I guess this is something. It's not really in that category with the Dead franchise or anything like that, obviously. But it's just the fact. It's just the fact that they haven't said anything much about this game. Period. That's just the issue.
So.
But that's all I had to say.
I was gonna say, so my turn. I want to mention the fact that I saw a screenshot of a tweet of someone saying Breath of the Wild 2 looks like Breath of the Wild 1. ... I'm like, really? Immediate sequel looks like its predecessor. Who would have thunk it? Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, anyone? But dude, fucking dumbass. But no, legit. This got me so fucking hyped. The beginning of the trailer actually got me hyped too. Seeing, I think that was Link actually falling through the sky. I could be wrong, but it looked like Link, and I was just like, yo, what? It's like, is there gonna be some Skyward Sword influence into this shit? Like, that's what it's looking like right now, and just, it basically does look like Zelda Breath of the Wild Plus. It looks like they're expanding on everything they did in Breath of the Wild 1 in this game, and just, it's cranking it up to 11. It looks so fucking good, and like, looking at Ganondorf, I'm just like, I wonder what version of Ganondorf that is, because he's been dead for a long fucking time. It has to be one of the previous versions. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like no, it's not the Ocarina version. That was in Twilight Princess. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's the previous version of Ganondorf. But still, though, like, oh my god, I was breathless, though, seeing all that shit. It's just like, yes, give me this info, Eiji Aonuma. You almost got me. Like, Max, you almost got me thinking you weren't going to say shit, but you sick bastards, you got me good. Like, I'm just now hyped for this fucking game. Breath of the Wild was so goddamn good. It did lack in some areas, but like, overall the game was just amazing. It was amazing. Like, Oh Jesus! Like I just can't wait. I just can't wait.
One thing I think that's really interesting about this whole thing, Nintendo said they're not revealing the title of this game because it's going to have indicated spoilers of what's happening with the story. So it's not going to be called Breath of the Wild 2, which is really interesting.
No wonder they're still... No, yeah, that makes sense, because no wonder they're still calling it the sequel to Breath of the Wild.
I've been so used to calling it Breath of the Wild 2, I'm going to be like, it's going to throw me off when the official title is revealed.
It's
going to throw a lot of people off.
Watch it be Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Ganondorf's Revenge. You know? Oh my... But no, that was definitely one of the best one last things they have ever done. Because we actually got gameplay this time instead of just a CGI trailer. But like still though, like that's just like that was one of their best one last things ever. Like that was the final nail in the coffin for Nintendo basically winning E3.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just all
And
that.
and I would say this is the reason why many people were saying Nintendo won. It's all of what Nintendo is doing with these. With Breath of the Wild, finally getting some Breath of the Wild 2, finally getting some information, finally getting some footage, and then other games other dead franchises finally getting revived, finally something.
They had more banger games than they did like dead crap games like in this direct that were revealed. Like I'm not gonna lie, there were more bangers than there were duds.
Yeah. And it's so vindicating seeing all these lesser-known franchises come back like this. Like, I hope this is a regular thing with Nintendo now.
Hope so.
I really do.
I really hope so too. I pray to God it is.
I hope fucking please.
On God.
I just want a new F-Zero. God damn it.
One day.
One day, Captain Falcon will have his own game.
Oh wait, no, he won't because Kazuya threw him off the volcano. No!
That boy will be resurrected by tire tracks. Are you kidding me? When the speed calls you, it calls you, and it will resurrect you to call you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
So, this was a good episode because like this was just a good E3. So, I think it's since the episode's ending, I think we're gonna have to sign off everyone, and y'all plug in your socials and everything. So, Max, where can they find you and your Monado that it misses predictions sometimes?
Monado Max on YouTube and Monado Max on Twitter.
This dude is like, aren't you at almost like 1,000 followers or something? Like.
I am almost at 2,000. I have over 1,800 subscribers.
So y'all.
Although I am 2 followers away from getting 200 on Twitter.
So y'all better follow him on Twitter and YouTube. Get this man to 2K and 200 respectively. Okay. Miles.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Miles, where can they find you and your lovely voice?
There's my YouTube, Miles Per Hour. My Twitter, it's at Miles_per_hour1. And finally, my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/221mph.
Luxray, where can they find you? Okay, and your wonderful cosplays.
Yeah. So y'all can find me on Luxury Master Cos on both Instagram, that's my user, and Twitter, and also my TikTok, Luxury Master Cos as well. And then, of course, my channel is still working on that. Still working on that, y'all. But yeah. That's all I have on my but definitely check out our Twitter. Check out our Twitter and Discord for this channel. Be in the description. Just want to pop that in there.
And finally, you can catch me at TrevorMan5 on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, PokeFanTrevor on TikTok, and that's also my @ on Twitter. But you can also catch out my music, Zardius, that's Zardious, on every music platform available. You can stream my song Sunshine, and also soon, probably within the next couple weeks, we'll be having a nice video being released. It's a debate on Crash and Spyro, because y'all have loved the meme about me popping off when someone mentions Crash, and like me defending Spyro with all my fucking wit. We're gonna have a nice debate about that. like at the
Glad to
video.
see Crash Bandicoot getting his rightful place of being the better mascot.
Max, I
Yeah,
will
I
fucking
will-
castrate you.
I will not be there, y'all, but like, y'all are definitely in for a treat.
You're definitely in for a treat because I will go ham on defending my purple dragon boy. But you,
He's going ham tonight.
I'm going ham tonight. R.I.P. that
R.I.P.
fiery
that.
breath. But y'all are gonna love it. Check out all their socials, my socials, and my music and all their shit. Like, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the podcast. E3, though, wasn't great. It definitely went off with a banger. Thank you, Nintendo. You saved E3 along with Limited Run. I'm not gonna lie. But this is Chairman 5. This is Luxray Master, Monado Max, and Miles Per Hour, all signing out. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.
Play Tekken.
Please do. Play Tekken.